For the hour, Prime Minister Abiy inaugurates Lenegoa Women's Rehabilitation and Skills Development Center in Addis Ababa. And Ethiopia said to have made great strides in the 10-year development plan. Hello and very warm welcome to ABC World from the capital Addis Ababa, the voice of Pan-Africanism with the news. I'm Biniam Getana. Do stay tuned. Here now the news in a nutshell. Executive Director of the Institute for Foreign Affairs, Jafar Badru, conferred with UNDP representative in Ethiopia, Samuel Doye, on possible areas of collaboration between the institutes and UNDP. On the occasion, Badru briefed the representative about the Institute's missions and priority areas of research, policy dialogue, workshops, and capacity building. He disclosed that such sorts of discussion are fundamental in fostering sustainable development and achieving the common goals of Institute of Foreign Affairs and UNDP. For his part, the UNDP resident representative stated that UNDP's focus areas, such as supporting regional integration efforts and sustainable development, align with the Institute's mandates and activities, adding that evidence-based research is quite important and instrumental in shaping policies and providing policy recommendations. Meanwhile, both sides agreed to cooperate in common areas of interest and will sign a memorandum of understanding shortly. Meanwhile, Chinese ambassador to Ethiopia, Zhao Zhuan, held discussion with Ethiopian Foreign Affairs Minister Taye Asqelassie on ways of bolstering the bilateral ties between the two countries. The officials exchanged views on ongoing multifaceted partnership between the two countries. The ambassador described as practical cooperation in various fields. Ambassador Zhao Zhuan said in a social media post, quoting, "It is believed that China-Ethiopia all-weather strategic partnership will be further enriched." In October last year, China and Ethiopia announced that their partnership had transformed from comprehensive and enduring strategic cooperative partnership to an all-weather strategic cooperation partnership.
It is a planned city built mainly in the 80s based on a master plan by Japanese architect Kenzo Kanji. It replaced Lagos, the country's most populous city, as the capital on December 12, 1991. As of 2022, the city is experiencing an annual growth of at least 35%, retaining its position as the fastest growing city on the African continent and one of the fastest growing in the world. As of 2022, the metropolitan area of Abuja is estimated at 6 million people, placing it behind only Lagos as the most populous metro area in Nigeria. Abuja is the headquarters of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the regional headquarters of OPEC. Whether you're a Muslim faithful or not, seeing the elegant Nigerian National Mosque, situated on Independence Avenue, is a must. The natural scene combined with urbanization makes the Jabe Lake area, close to the city center, a beauty to behold. Other places you can enjoy visiting in Abuja are the Abuja National Mosque, Jabe Lake Mall, Battery Brewery, Jabe Lake, Millennium Park, and many others.
Welcome back. You're still on ABC World from the capital Addis Ababa. Step into another story. The Addis Ababa City Administration reiterated a commitment to ensure social justice by addressing socio-economic complications. Accordingly, the city administration inaugurates a state-of-art project, which is Lenegoa Women's Rehabilitation and Skill Development Center, with an outlay over 3 billion birr in the metropolis. Johannes Fantam presents a file compiled by Habtam Ashagri.
Data shows the ever-growing socio-economic challenges in the city is increasing the disadvantaged women in the metropolis. To alleviate these complications, the Addis Ababa City Administration inaugurated the Lenegoa Women's Rehabilitation and Skill Development Center with an outlay of over 3 billion birr in the capital. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said the center is one of the leading projects in Addis Ababa.
በአመት 10,000 ሴቶች ካሉበት የኑሮ ሁኔታ አውጥተን የተሻለ ስራ ማስያዝ የምንችል ከሆነ 10 ማዕከል ብንገነባ
If we are taking 10,000 women in this center annually, we can move hundreds of thousands of marginalized women by maximizing this project in other areas. This project is a witness of how we are implementing our commitment to our people. This project can change the wrong narration in our country. I recognize the mayor's efforts in finalizing this project. Recognizing all women's efforts is crucial to cement Ethiopia's sustainability.
ክብርት ከንቲባ እስካሁን የሰራናቸው ስራዎች ለህዝባችን ቃል የገባናቸውን ለመተግበር ነው። ይህ ስራ ግን ለህዝባችን ብቻ ሳይሆን ለፈጣሪያችን ቃል የገባነውንም ማሳያ ስለሆነ
Addis Ababa City Mayor Adanech Abeebe said the center can intake 1,000 social disadvantaged women of different lifelines in the city. The mayor added the center is crucial to change the lives of disadvantaged women in the city.
የዚህ የሴቶች ተሐድሶና የክህሎት ማበልጸጊያ ማዕከል መገንባት የሴቶች ጾታዊ እኩልነትና ሁለንተናዊ ተጠቃሚነት ሙሉ ለሙሉ
It is our commitment to show how we are devoted to ensure social equality by implementing this project. Sexual harassment is an alarming and continuing problem. This center is helpful to show opportunities in the near future. It is also expected the beginning of the new era for our disadvantaged women in the metropolis. It is fully furnished in providing skill trainings for marginalized women.
አገልግሎት የአካል ብቃት እንቅስቃሴና መሰል አገልግሎቶችን እንዲሰጥ ተደርጎ ተደራጅቷል።
The center aims to provide services for destitute and socially disadvantaged women to recover from their trauma and empowered to become self-supportive citizens. The center has 5 dormitories with 1 hospital, 17 skill training centers, sport facilities, urban farmland, and underground water sanitation facilities, among others. Furthermore, the Premier said the project is a showcase of the government's commitment to eradicate poverty and backwardness. It has been indicated that the city administration targets to register over 10,000 socially disadvantaged women and providing rehabilitation and skill training in the capital annually.
As the news continues, an Ethiopian minister indicates that Ethiopia has made a great stride in securing resilient economic recovery after the launch of the 10-year development plan. Addressing a high-level development forum here today, the minister Ahmed Shideh urged the development partner group to play their role in policy-making decisions and financial support to maintain sustainable development growth and address humanitarian crisis and social cohesion.
One of Africa's recent example of resilience in the face of multiple shocks and challenges. As you will recall, the government of Ethiopia launched the Homegrown Economic Reform Agenda in 2018 to ensure macroeconomic stability, easing of doing business, and addressing institutional constraint for inclusive and private sector-led growth. Right after the launching of the reform, we faced unexpected challenges due to conflict and the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as drought and locust invasion in some parts of the country. In addition, the war in Ukraine also disrupted global value chains that led to a spike in key commodity prices such as fuel, edible oil, wheat, and fertilizer, and other commodities.
During the forum, a representative from the ministry and DPGs discussed strategic policy challenges and addressed humanitarian peace-building priorities related with the National Development Plan in a spirit of reinforced partnership. Organized by the Ministry of Finance with the support of DGP Secretariat, the forum was attended by regional presidents, cabinet ministers, ambassadors and heads of development partner cooperation agencies. Meanwhile, Development Partner Group co-chair Ramzi Alkabarov, for his part, expressed readiness of Development Partners Group to address humanitarian developments and peace-building priorities in Ethiopia.
Peace is the foundation of every social program, every development program they possibly can implement. And it was made a very strong point. We had excellent presentation by the Minister of Justice, who walked us through the key elements of the peace process, of the national dialogue. We had a panel with participation of our colleagues from the UN, also from UNDP. And we emphasized the importance of demobilization, reintegration and return, importance of the peace building, importance of involvement of youth and all layers of the society in building the lasting peace. And we committed ourselves to provide the peace dividend. Because as development partners, we are here in Ethiopia to support the peace effort through investments in socio-economic re-establishment and development of the communities which were affected and ravaged by the conflict.
Likewise, the Minister of Planning and Development, Fitsum Asefa, presented achievements and challenges on building and strengthening resilience, and participants reflected on ways to boost cooperation with partners to address socio-economic challenges. Moving on, Liberian citizens on Wednesday observed the 10th anniversary of the Ebola epidemic that ravaged the country. This year's observance brought relatives to Disco Hill Safe burial sites in Margib County to mourn the victims of Ebola. Tigist Nisa has compiled African News.
On the second Wednesday of March each year, the country observes National Decoration Day, a time where Liberians gather at various cemeteries to commemorate their departed relatives.
Today is a peaceful and sorrowful day today. Because right now, as I'm sitting at Philippine Auto, I not saw him when he was sick. But today, come decorating his grave today, paying respect to his grave today, it looks sorrow and painful to me.
Yasa Johnson, who now plays the role of a mother to her little brother and sister, visited the site to honor her mother, who died during the epidemic. She explained that her mother died while she had virus, but denied that her mother died of Ebola, instead saying the cause was high blood pressure.
She was my everything. She read me, she sent me to school. But then when I reached senior high level, she passed off, and I know how it takes. So my advice to those who lost their loved one during the Ebola crisis, they should take heart, because know everything. He gave life and he have a solution for everybody on earth.
This year's observance brought relatives to Disco Hill Safe burial site in Margibi County to mourn the victims of Ebola.
Orphanage kids come and the kids from the neighborhood come. But the kids who were in the orphanage, quite a few of them, at least the last time we came, had lost parents who were buried here.
A total of 4,810 persons died in Liberia when the virus hit, according to the Center of Disease Control. Liberia became the third country to report that Ebola virus disease had spread into the country from neighboring Guinea. There was a sharp increase in cases in Monrovia, Liberia's capital city. Before December 2014, Liberia was one of the countries that were affected the most by the virus.
And now a reminder of the top stories once again. Prime Minister Abiy inaugurates the Ilanagawa Women's Rehabilitation and Skills Development Center in Addis Ababa. And Ethiopia is said to have made great strides in the 10-year development plan. You've been watching ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism from the capital Addis Ababa with me, Biniam Getana, along with the technical staff. Thank you for watching us, and do stay tuned with the remaining ABC World programs. Goodbye from now.